Well, good morning and welcome to day 5 of our crazy West Coast road trip. You join us this morning in Tahoe, California. This is Lake Tahoe directly behind me. We are on our way to LA today via an incredible route. Well, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, they say. So we stopped at the Bear Beach Cafe, which was right in front of our hotel. Hotel Azur, right there. Nice thing about that is lake view. Yeah. Hey there. Look at that. Yeah, not a bad view for breakfast. So Katrina is down here at the water's edge, fixing her hair, taking a selfie. So we're wrapping up our part of the Tahoe trip and about ready to head south. So time to get some fuel at almost $5 a gallon, and yeah, start heading south. Morning!
Afternoon, actually.
So we started out in Tahoe, South Tahoe, and we have now driven over the mountains back down into Nevada to take 395 south down towards Southern California. And to say the least, a little bit of difference in environments, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
All blue skies and green and growing stuff, and now
brown and tan and gray and yellow, golden, but it's still pretty.
It is, but it's crazy that you're literally like 20 miles from Tahoe.
Yes, but now it's kind of like there's cows and horses. And
yeah, moo cows.
Like little house on the prairie kind of thing going on here.
Moo cows.
Farm land. So yeah, but there's still mountains in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, more mountains.
Yeah.
So yesterday we did right at 600 miles total trip. Vast majority of that was blasting across Nevada. Today we have considerably less mileage we have to do. something like 360 or so, 360, 380, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
And we're going to be going past a whole lot of really beautiful stuff. So this is going to be kind of a little bit of a highlight reel of what you see in the Sierras on the way from Northern California, Tahoe area down to Southern California, LA. And hopefully roll into LA around
Dinner time.
Yeah, dinner time, nighttime, as the sun goes down. So we'll see how things go. So far, I'm pretty happy. What's your favorite view so far?
I don't really have a favorite.
That's a good answer.
I mean, the salt flats were very interesting because there's just white everywhere, but it's not snow.
Right.
And then just all the blue skies and the water and the reflection, like that was beautiful. The view we just had coming down this mountain was beautiful. Taking pictures at Bonsai Rock last night was pretty amazing. Watching the sunset and taking pictures and capturing the purples and navy blues that you can't see with the naked eye that the camera is capturing. It was so quiet and peaceful. So that was pretty amazing as well. So I don't really have like a favorite. There's been a lot of favorites.
Yeah, favorites, all of it.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
I'm glad you're enjoying the trips. Well, stay tuned. There'll be a lot more to come. We'll cut back and forth as we go. You look up on the mountainside and actually back past where we just came from, you can see a lot of the scrub plain and all of the vegetation up on the top is all black. That is from wildfires. Now fortunately it's not wildfiring where we are right now, but this area of the world has experienced more than a bit of wildfires if you pay any attention to the news. Now while we are back in the high grasslands, sort of kind of deserty, that doesn't necessarily mean we are without beautiful things to see. We are on the side of the road, as you can see. That's a highway right beside me. And yeah, right there is Topaz Lake. And you'll notice Katrina there in the foreground. What happens when you travel with a photographer is they need to stop and take a lot of pictures. So, welcome to Topaz Lake. That is very placid water.
place to rest my camera. I wanted to
entering town of Bridgeport. Well, by now you're probably getting tired of the phrase, you're driving around and then you see something else amazing. Well, we are in the eastern part of California, and we came around a corner, and there's this area called Mono Lake, which you kind of expect to be gonna be a desert, mountain lake, because we're in kind of the high desert of California, up about almost 8,000 feet. And what we did is we came around that corner right there, and that is Mono Lake. So we have to work our way down into that valley, where I think we may have lunch, and then continue on. We are just northeast of Yosemite National Forest. We'll see whether or not we squeeze into Yosemite. That's kind of a long trip. We would want to spend a lot of time in Yosemite. We may or may not do that. So, but meanwhile, man, Mono Lake, this wasn't something I expected to see. It is absolutely stunning. And I don't know how far away you can see, but it's a long way. According to one of these little placards here, there's a ghost town of Bodie about 20 miles back from the direction we just came, and it's about noon here. We don't really have to be in LA anytime in the near future, so we're gonna go check out this ghost town of Bodie. Right here. We are here. It is back there, so maybe 20 miles out of the way, but when in California, gotta see yourself a mining ghost town. So we're going to Bodie, right? We pass a sign that says, rough road ahead.
Wow.
By rough road, we mean rock path. It's 3 miles.
Oh, okay. Good Lord.
Everything in the truck is bouncing everywhere. Oh, 3 miles of this, huh?
Oh my God, this better be perfect.
This better be amazing. Because we do have to come back this way.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
See it off there in the distance.
Yeah.
Hopefully the truck is still in one piece when we get there. Oh God.
Wow.
Hold on to everything.
Back down the hatches.
Why do I feel like this may not be it? Because there's somebody over there continuing on.
We'll find out when we get up that way.
Well, there's definitely little like mine spots there over there.
Yeah.
Bump. The trail of dust behind us is quite impressive. Yeah, no problem. Probably not. How rough is this road? Watch the cups.
Look at that! It's so awesome! Photographer porn.
What?
It's photographer porn. Yeah.
I'm not touching the steering wheel, by the way. It's doing that by itself.
Oh,
There you go.
This is amazing.
Bodie, up ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bodie, California. As a mechanic and a wrencher, I've seen a lot of big nuts. I don't know what size that is. That's some really big nuts.
I hear you.
This place is incredible. This absolutely incredible. Oh, this one's missing. So it's literally just a bolt and a nut. Look at this. Joining these two pieces together. Check this out. It's a nut on both sides, so it's a stud that goes through the center and a nut that's on both sides. These are conversations you have with yourself when you're an automotive person in a ghost town in the middle of nowhere, California. Bolts and nuts and studs. Hey, we all have our things. Okay. This is so freaking cool. Was not planned. Had no idea this was here. Just randomly found it when we were stopped somewhere else. Totally worth a 20-minute turnaround to get up here. And possibly destroying the suspension on the truck. Awesome spot. Katrina, what's in there?
Oh my goodness.
I'm guessing this is locked. Let's look in the windows, if we can. Oh, that's awesome. Actual mason jars. That's amazing. I spotted a Katrina. Oh my God. Everything's still in this place. Oh my gosh. So cool. So cool. So, ghost town of Bodie.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Are you still unsure about what your favorite part of the trip is so far?
No, this is definitely the favorite.
Yeah?
This is, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
This was way cool.
We've been here for 3 hours and might have seen 25% of this place.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's huge. It's massive. If you're ever planning on coming up here, it's open from 10 until 4. Get here in the morning.
Yeah.
There's so much to see here. It's absolutely incredible.
First of all, it's 13 miles off of 395. Twisty turny, so you're only going about 35, 40 miles an hour. And that it's paved for 10 miles, and the last 3 miles is washboard road. So now you're going about 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But it is so worth it.
So worth it.
Very worth it.
And you understand, we accidentally came here. Like, this was not planned at all.
Right.
We were talking to another couple that was in there that literally is like, this is the #1 place to go see in ghost towns, period.
Yeah, and it's in California, not Nevada, even though Nevada has the most ghost towns, but they're spread all over the place.
And there's not nearly as many buildings.
No.
I mean, there's little tiny clips of what we've seen in this video. Little tiny amounts of what we've seen. The whole rest of this place is it's amazing.
You can't even. We didn't even get up to the mines.
No, we didn't even get to the big stuff. We didn't even get out of downtown Bodie. So anyway, time to drive back across this unbelievable road, back to 395, and then try to get back to Mona Lake to get an amazing sunset shot, because apparently that's also on like every photographer's bucket list is the shot of the whatever they call those things, standing salt structures, the tufas, standing salt structures that are in the water. Apparently the sunset over these things are amazing. So back on the road, and we're going to see if we can get there before sunset.
Okay.
There's people still coming up here. Pavement! We found pavement! So, because we missed showing you how ridiculous this is driving around the corner and seeing this view, here you go. We're doing it again. There is Mono Lake. How's that for a view from a highway? Now we gotta get down this crazy hill, get down to Mono Lake, and take a couple of quick pictures as the sun is fading, and continue on to Los Angeles quickly, because we are running way behind schedule.
Way behind schedule.
After 3 hours in the ghost town. That beautiful mountain range right there. On the other side of that is Yosemite.
Which we can't go see because we're out of time.
Which we would love to do, but we're out of time and we can't go see.
We gotta get to LA.
Just on the other side of those mountains is Yosemite.
And I just saw a sign that said that the Mono Lake South Tufa is this way.
Yeah, we can't see that either.
Nope, can't see those either.
Just on the other side of those.
Little salt pillars.
Oh look, Mammoth Lakes, that's up here. Don't have time to see that either.
Can't see those either.
Wait till you see these mountains, dude. Wait till you see these mountains, dude. Oh. Cut it out. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Those of you who have never been to California, these are parts of the reasons why you come visit here. And all of you people who live in California and who have never partaken of all the incredible natural beauty of your state, Shame on you. Look at that. Absolutely, look at that. As the sun is fading and we are driving down the eastern slopes of the Sierras, as you can see, it is absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, we are going to be running out of daylight, so the rest of this next 260 miles, something like that, we won't be able to show you guys much, unfortunately. There's a lot to see. Unfortunately, we're going to be driving through it at night, and we're not going to get to see it either, so
yeah.
Sorry. I mean, there's always a reason to come back, right?
Yeah. Well, and probably should come in the summertime when you have more daylight.
Also true. Yeah, it normally doesn't, the sun doesn't normally set at 5 out here, but it is 5 o'clock now.
It's 5:08 and the sun has gone down behind the mountains.
Yes.
So it's gone.
So, another reason for an epic journey in California again. I will also very honestly say 395 in California, my favorite road I've ever driven on. Probably my favorite road in the country. If you don't believe me or if you think something else is better, fight me for it. Put in the comments. Let's see what you got. I'll even take on PCH. I don't think you got the multiple angle thing going. What do you guys think? Anyway, we're going to drive on through the night. Next update should be hopefully in LA as we drop into the LA basin. So, continuing on for another 200 and some odd miles. We'll have to make a fuel stop. Yeah, we'll have to make a fuel stop.
Probably a snack.
Probably a snack.
Yeah, we haven't eaten since breakfast, which was
Also
9:30 this morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It was earlier than 9:30. It was 8:30 this morning.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
About that time. Whatever. It was still, it's been a while.
It's early.
Yeah.
So yeah, we haven't eaten yet today because we stopped and played with ghosts, and that took up lunchtime. And yeah, so it's gonna be a snack at a gas station probably. So we'll see you at the gas station. We have entered Red Rock Canyon State Park. Just trust us, somewhere out in there is Red Rocks. Another thing I really wish I could show you, unfortunately phones are completely incapable of doing this, is the sky is absolutely full of stars. There is so little light pollution out here that you can see thousands of stars. Just turn off the lights, get a couple of feet off the interstate. As long as cars aren't driving past you, you can see an incredible amount of stars. You can see the Milky Way formation with your bare eyes just standing there looking up. It's amazing. Unfortunately, not something that I can capture for you guys. You'll have to just do this yourselves. All right, final fuel stop. Probably the final fuel stop in California. $3.89 a gallon for diesel, which is awesome because previously it was a whole lot more expensive. California fuel prices are insane. Other thing that's kind of neat, never been to a high-speed fuel pump before for diesel. Pumps at like twice the volume you normally would. So 20 gallons took like a minute, which was pretty neat. Yeah, so we're fueled up, we're ready to rock and roll, gonna push on through to LA at this point in time. We are also 15 miles away from cresting 3,000 miles on this road trip so far. And we've essentially made it all the way to where we need to be. And then turn around and do it again. LA, here we come.
Use the left 3 lanes to continue onto I-5 south toward Los Angeles.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Los Angeles, California. I have just dropped off Katrina Bell. She is now with her son, who actually lives in Los Angeles, and they're going to spend a couple of days together. And I am headed southeast to right around the California-Arizona border, and that's where I'm going to wrap up my evening tonight. So back on the road we go after a very, very tasty dinner. So why am I in the car again and driving? It is midnight here on Pacific Standard Time, and I am on my way out of Los Angeles, headed southeast, to get myself ahead of traffic. Now, it is Saturday night into Sunday morning, so I probably won't have a lot of bad traffic in LA, but I hate LA traffic, so I'm going to do everything I can to get ahead of this. This way I'll be out of town, I'll be southeast of Los Angeles, and I will be ahead of any traffic I may run into in the morning, which makes my life a lot easier tomorrow morning when I start the long trek back east. So we'll stop here in like an hour and a half or so, which is like 1 o'clock, 1:30 West Coast time. Let's not think about what time that is East Coast time.
reported ahead.
12:30 in the morning on a Saturday, so, well, I guess Sunday morning. Traffic jam. Of course. This feels kind of like LA. Yeah. This feels like LA. Now, don't get me wrong. LA is a cool city. There's a lot to do here. A lot of great people. Really great weather most of the time. A lot of great food. You know, as a fat guy, I appreciate that. But, man, your traffic, dude. Your traffic. I'm not kidding you that it's 12:24 in the morning. And this is what I'm dealing with in traffic. Taking a 5-lane highway out of LA towards Palm Springs, down to 2 lanes apparently, and maybe even smaller. Great plan. Again, this is why I'm doing this at night, not during the day, because if this was during the day, this would literally be an hour of backup. Yeah, here we go. 1 lane, 2 lane, 3 lane. We're down to 2 lane. Guess what is up that way? Yep, you guessed it. Cut it down to 1 lane from 5. Can you see that blinking up there yet? Can you see it? Can you see it? How to turn 5 lanes of traffic into 1. Only the way that California can. Well, this got even better. The whole damn highway is closed. They're ramping us off. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Well, it is now just before 2 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time. I am passing through the gorgeous city of Palm Springs, California. Hunting a hotel room. Interesting problem. Didn't think about this. It is Saturday night, and apparently there's some sort of concert going on in Palm Springs tonight that has every hotel room basically booked. I've called 5 hotels. All of them are booked solid. There was one hotel who did have a room available, but they wanted $198 for a single night in a normal hotel room. For $200, not happening. So we're gonna keep on continuing on. I'm not really tired at this point in time. Just gonna kind of keep on moving east and see what's what, and hopefully there's somewhere east of Palm Springs that has a hotel room available for a somewhat reasonable price. So not a lot to report, just, you know, driving across the desert in the middle of the night. Good news is I'm way outside of LA at this point in time, and I'm actually a little less than 2 hours away from where I need to be tomorrow. So every minute I drive tonight saves me headache tomorrow, which will also be when I begin my very long, interesting drive home. So, yeah, the search for a hotel room continues. Well, success, I guess. Apparently, this is a wonderful place to stay on a Saturday night in November. Ended up calling 8 hotels. One of those hotels put me in touch with another hotel that has 1 room available. And I'm not kidding you. I will show you my call log. So yeah, apparently I'm going to the Super 8 in Indio, California for a King Suite, which sounds very comfortable, other than the fact it's a Super 8. But hey, at least I have a room. I will be allowed to sleep. And then tomorrow I get up in the morning and I drive just barely across the Arizona line. And then I can tell you what in the world I'm doing all the way out here in the desert Southwest. So momentarily I will be at the Super 8. We have success. I have a place to sleep. Thank you very much to the folks of Super 8 in Indio, California. This place is crazy. I don't know what is going on in this town. If you're interested in building a hotel and making money, this may be a great place to do it. Even the parking lot is full. So full that I'm allowed to now park in the lobby entrance area. Like, that's the lobby door. They literally have cars parked absolutely everywhere. And it's the only place, the only room in the entire city available. So, what an end to my day. Started out in Tahoe, then I went to LA, now I'm in Indio, California, on my way back to Arizona. Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this trip. It's been an amazing day for me. I know Katrina had an incredible time. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these kind of videos and this kind of adventure stuff with us. There will be a lot more of this to come. Unfortunately, there's a lot more miles even on this trip still to come. So stick with it. Hopefully click on that subscribe button. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think about our trip so far. And as always, we appreciate a like. If you can give us one, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna go get some sleep. It's about 2:30 in the morning on the West Coast, and I gotta get up in the morning and keep on going. So I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow.